I'm gonna pull up my notes because this one is a doozy. Hello everyone and welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name's Emily, but you can call me Em, and today we have a story time about what I like to call my own Hell Week. You see, there was a week in March of 2023 that just did not go well at all. So I thought I would tell you about it because it was literally crazy and it was one thing after the other after the other. I thought it'd be entertaining to share my pain with you, so that's what we're gonna do today. So this happened the week of March 26th to April 2nd, 2023. Starting off March 26th, that is the Sunday. I was supposed to move that next Saturday, but on the Sunday, two of my friends who were supposed to help me move had to back out. So I was down 2 people helping me move. So Monday night after I eat dinner, I'm just chilling in my room watching TV. I have my skylight window open. I'm just enjoying the weather because it was nice out. And then my roommate who I was moving with texts me and she says, "Do you hear someone singing?" And I was like, and I listened and I heard like a little bit, but we live kinda in a busy area, so like it wasn't that weird. I was like, yeah, I guess. And then about 10 minutes later, I hear it louder. This person is full on and we were like, what is happening? So I had a balcony on my room. So I went out on my balcony and I lived in a house. So this is when I lived in a house. And I have a balcony and it's at the front of the house so I can see like the driveway and stuff. So I go out on the balcony and I see a homeless man rummaging through our garbage. First off, it was disgusting. He was pulling the bags out of the garbage bins and then opening the bags and going through them. There were 3 girls that lived in that house. It's just gross. It's just gross. So he was going through the garbage, and I mean, I feel like you sometimes see homeless people go through garbage, I don't know, to collect cans or maybe try to find food, I don't know. But we were just gonna let him be, even though it was private property. So my roommate comes into my room with me and we're just kind of like keeping an eye on him, seeing what's happening. He's going through the garbage, he's singing, having a good time. Now he's been going through it for about like 45 minutes or so, and it's just kind of weirding me out. Like, maybe if he was there for 10-15 minutes, whatever, but he was there for a really long time. So I ended up messaging my dad because he works in security and deals with homeless people and stuff, and I was like, I explained the situation. I was like, hey, what should I do? I don't know what to do. Like, should I call like the non-emergency line? And he's like, yeah, you can, because like it was kind of scary. Like, it was a man and he was just going through our trash. So after about an hour, I called the non-emergency line, and I explained to them what was happening, and I was like, yeah, if you could maybe just send someone over. He's been here for over an hour. We're just like really uneasy. He doesn't know that we see him, but if someone could just come and remove him. Now this is the city of Toronto, so of course it was going to take hours for someone to come. So they said, yeah, we'll get back to you about this. Someone will be out there when they get a chance, whatever. I tell my dad that. My dad's like, they're not going to be there for a couple of hours. He'll probably be gone by then, whatever. But we still see him. He's going through our trash, whatever. We go in my room, we chill. We're like, what are we doing? Then I go out on the balcony just to check up on him. Why has this man put a bunch of our garbage in the middle of our driveway? And he lit it on fire. He lit it on fire. So I'm like, oh, fuck. So then I actually called 911 and I was like, hey, I called the non-emergency line about a homeless man going through our garbage. Right now he put a bunch of our garbage in the middle of our driveway and set it on fire. Can you send someone? Like, I'm scared that it's gonna like reach the house and the house is gonna catch on fire. And they were like, yeah, no, we'll send people right away. So they sent 2 police cars and a fire truck down my street. The fire truck comes, puts out the fire. Now, it wasn't that big of a fire. I have photos and videos of all this that I'm gonna insert in the video. The fire wasn't that big, but it was still like kind of scary. So they put the fire out, and then I was standing on the porch and they were talking to him, and apparently the police knew who this guy was because they've had so many issues with him. His name was Way. And he was homeless, and they asked him, do you want us to take you to the homeless shelter? Do you want us to drive you anywhere? Whatever. And they're telling him, like, you can't do this, whatever. Crazy. We go to bed that night, all said and done. Next morning, I'm on my way to work. I'm almost at my job. My roommate messages me and says, Emily, he's back. I said, what do you mean? And she's like, yeah, he's singing and going through our garbage again. I was like, Way, what are you doing? And then she had to go to class, but she was scared to leave the house and all this other stuff. And personally, I wasn't there, but I was scared that he was gonna start another fire. So I get to my job. What do? I call 911 again. Yes, it's been 12 hours. I called 911 twice on this man. I call, I say, hey, I called last night. This man was going through our garbage. He lit it on fire. The fire trucks came, took it out. The police removed him, but he's back this morning. I'm scared he's gonna start another fire. My roommates are scared. I'm at work. Can you please send someone? They're like, yeah. Never saw that man again. Way, if you're somehow watching this, I hope you're doing well and not going through people's garbages. So that happened literally our last week in the house, and nothing like that had ever happened. And we're like, of course this is happening to us now. Of course. Thursday, nothing really happens. Friday, my coworkers wanted to go to this place called the Rec Room. It's like a restaurant and arcade in Toronto, and they wanted to go to do some like team building stuff and just like have some fun. And I was like, guys, I don't really know if I want to go. Like, I moved the next day. Like, I moved on Saturday. I'm like, guys, I don't really know if I like want to go. I have a really busy day, whatever. And I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna have fun. So we go to the Rec Room. Now, I really struggle with anxiety. It was really bad before the pandemic hit, and this is kind of gross, but with my anxiety, I would just like throw up all the time. And I was actually keeping like count of like how long I could go without throwing up due to my anxiety, and it was really important to me. But when I went out that night, I had a lot of anxiety and I couldn't control it, and I threw up. I broke my streak of 600 in like 44 days, and it was super upsetting to me. I threw up in front of the Rec Room, and people probably thought I was drinking or drunk, but I wasn't. It was just anxiety. So I was like kind of bummed out about that. But then something amazing happened. Amazing happened. We were at the Rec Room, and we see this girl. She's with her friends. Why does she look like Addison Rae? We're like, my friends and I were standing in line to do this photo booth, and we saw her. We're like, doesn't that look like Addison Rae? Like, that's crazy. We finished the photo booth, and we see people going up to her and stuff. We're like, wait, is that Addison Rae? And then we remembered earlier in the week, we were talking about her and Patrick Dempsey because they were both in Toronto filming the movie Thanksgiving, the horror movie. So we're like, wait, actually could be her. And then all of my coworkers and I were like, is it her? I don't know. Should we see her? I don't know. Like, I don't know. And I'm like, guys, if it's not her, it's a funny story. But if it is her, like, that's cool. So we were scared. So one of our coworkers went, and he was like, hey, like, are you Addison Rae? And she was like, yeah. And he was like, oh my God, can my friends like meet you, take a photo? She's like, yeah, sure. So we went and met Addison Rae. I'm like not a huge fan of her, or at the time I was not a huge fan of her. Like, I'd seen her stuff, whatever, but it was pretty cool. So we met her, and she was so nice and sweet.
I on Facebook. Ready? Okay, I mean, it's a video, so good, great. Thank you so much.
And tell me why the first words out of my mouth were so gay, because we take our photos, whatever, and then we stop, and I said, oh my God, you're so pretty. I love you so much. What? And then she went, oh my God, thank you. Can I give you a hug? And she gives me a hug. Now, I have the audio of this interaction. It's literally so insane.
You're so pretty. I love you. You're filming your movie right now.
Yes! Now, Addison Rae is like the first celebrity I've ever met, but she was honestly so nice and so sweet, and like afterwards she released her music and I was like, I gotta support this girl, like she is so nice. And then I ended up buying a signed signed album of hers, and I have it in my room. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get up and get it. I got this. I love it. I actually love her songs. I think she's such a good singer. Like, such a slay. She was so sweet, so nice. Addison, I love you, girl. I do think you're pretty. And I do, like, actually mean that I love you because you're, like, just iconic. Next day, we're moving. Well, let me tell you, my roommate and I had so much stuff. Now, the house that we lived in was 3 stories, so it was, like, the entryway, stairs, living room, dining room, kitchen, stairs, bedroom, bathroom, whatever. So we had taken all of our stuff out of our bedroom and brought it into the living room. Now our third roommate, who I'm just gonna refer to as third roommate for the sake of the videos, we kind of had a falling out a little bit before we moved, and she was mad at me and my roommate. So we weren't really getting along. And the morning of, I said, hey, do you know when you're moving? And she was like, oh no, like probably later in the day, like I don't have anything set. And I was like, okay, great, because me and the other roommate were moving out at 11 and we're moving into our new place, so just wanted to let you know. She's like, okay, yeah, I won't be like leaving till later in the day. Perf. She's a liar, by the way. She lied about that. My aunt and my dad come and they help me move. 2 of my coworkers come and help me move. They were with me the night before seeing Addison Rae, but one of them drank like 6 Red Bulls the day before and was having like heart palpitations and almost went to the hospital, but he still ended up helping me move, which was crazy because I was like, go to the hospital, and he's like, no, I said I'd help you. And I'm like, sir. But anyways, he helped me, then he went to the hospital. He was fine. Now, my roommate, she had her stepmom coming to help her, and they hired movers to help her. So I had left first, I was ready first, and moved all my stuff into the apartment. We rented like a U-Haul van, but it didn't fit all my stuff, which is honestly really embarrassing because who needs as much stuff as I have, like truly. So we're in my apartment, we unpack all my things, and we were waiting for my roommate to come to know that she was here, and then I could go back to the house so like we wouldn't be like in each other's way and stuff like that. So we're chilling at my new apartment waiting, and I get a text from my roommate, and essentially in my roommate's room she had this couch that was actually a pull-out couch, and we asked the owners if we could buy it from them because they were demolishing the house after we left. So they said yeah, so we bought it from them, but it was this big heavy couch. Now thank God she had movers, because oh my god, but the movers got stuck. The movers got stuck with the couch for about 30 minutes because of the angles of the house and stuff. The couch, it was stuck for 30 minutes. I'm glad I wasn't there to like go through that stress, but like I literally can't imagine. And then after they got the couch out, one of the movers outside in front of the house falls to the ground, has a seizure. What? So he had a seizure, and they're like, oh my god, let's call an ambulance, like oh my god. And he was like, no, I'm fine, it happens all the time. He gets up, continues moving stuff. Slay. But like what? So okay, so he has a seizure or whatever, but they're dealing with all that stuff, and we were just like, we were waiting so long here, we're like, no, I need to go back and get the rest of my stuff. So I go back to get the rest of my stuff. My roommate, she's about to leave. The third roommate, this little sneaky you know what, called her parents to come help her move exactly when we were moving. So after I left at like 11 with my family, she pulled up with her family and started moving and got in the way of my roommate's stuff. And it was just so petty. No one in her family was talking to us. Meanwhile, she's the one who did us dirty. That's a story time for another day. But they were so rude. They were in our way. Like it was so annoying. Anyways, whatever. She goes. I do my last load of whatever, bring it to the apartment. Woohoo, woohoo, life is great. Now that other roommate, the third one, said since she would be the last one in the house, she would take out all the garbage and tidy up and everything like that. Okay, cool. Now she was actually like the first one fully moved out because she like pulled the fast one on us, and she didn't take out the garbage. I thought she had. Now, we each had our own keys. I put my key like under the door. The third roommate put her key under the door, but my roommate actually still had hers, so we were going to return it. But then this happened. What happened was the next day on the Sunday, I wanted to make some waffles, and I realized I can't find my maple syrup. Where is my maple syrup? I left it at our old house. And then where's my winter coat? I left it at the old house. Now, thankfully, like, we didn't move, like, super far away, so I could go back. But the Saturday night, we got this message from our landlord. I'm going to read it on my laptop. Keep in mind, the house was going to be demolished. He said, I must say, I'm very disappointed in the status of the house. Garbage bags left in the house on both levels, food left on the kitchen counters and in the refrigerator. No care was taken to clean at all. Why are so many of the pictures taken down? They should have been left back on the walls. Now my roommate says, pictures were taken down to bring the couch down. I was told that the garbage was handled and I was first to leave. Then the third roommate says, a lot of us were in a rush to leave as there was a time limit on the movers and the parking situation was a bit congested and we couldn't stay long. I don't mind coming back to take garbage out from the kitchen if it was left there, but yes, the timing of us was quite limited or else we would have cleaned better. Now, I had said, I thought the garbage had been taken care of as well. I can clean and take the garbage out when I go back to get my coat and winter stuff. I am sorry. I can come back by whenever and clean it up. It was a miscommunication. I'm sorry about that. And then the third roommate said, yeah, sorry again. I can come back and tidy up. Now, we did have a spare key, so he said, if you have a key, please go back and grab your coat and tidy up. Do not put the pictures back on the wall. I'll take care of that. Some are a little heavy. Otherwise, I'll let you know when I'm available to meet. And I said, oh, we have one of the keys. I can use that. He picked up our other keys, and I said, okay, I'll go do the stuff, and then I'll leave the last key in the mailbox. And he said, just hold on to it. I prefer you don't leave it in the mailbox. Thank you. I said, okay, I'm heading over now to my third roommate now. Do you want to meet me there? And then she said, I can't come now. I can come at like 7:30. Now this was 3:30 for me. And I said, okay, I'm going over now. And then she said, would it be okay if she leaves the key in the mailbox for now until I go over there? And then he said yes. So I went back to the house. We literally forgot so much stuff in like the fridge and the freezer. So I did that, got my winter coat stuff, and then literally I cleaned the whole house, which was ridiculous because the what? You're making me clean the house, but you made me live with mice for 5-6 months? Shut up. Anyways, third roommate goes. Now this is Sunday at 8:08 p.m. Second day of April 2nd. The sun has set. It's dark. Where I used to live was a super sketchy area. I did not like going out at nighttime. Now, the third roommate, this girl says in the group chat, at 8:08 p.m., I've left the key in the mailbox. Didn't the man say that he didn't want the key in the mailbox and he wanted us to hold on to it? Yeah, he did. He did. So he responds, no, I don't want the key in the mailbox. And then he says, I can't go back there today at this point. Can one of you get the key out of the mailbox? I'm not comfortable with it in there. So he responded literally like an hour later. So at this point, it's 9 p.m. on a Sunday. My roommate's a student. I'm a working lady. I'm in my pajamas. I'm not going back to get the key. So none of us responded to him. But also, it's not my responsibility or my other roommate's responsibility to go get the key that the third roommate was stupid enough to leave in there. I can't tell you. No, I'm going to be nice. Sorry, I'm not going to say anything. about her, but it was very stupid that she put in the mailbox when he repeatedly said don't. So yeah, that was my hell week. Ended it off with a bang. Haven't spoken to that third roommate since. Hope Way's doing good. Hope I can meet Addison Ray again. So that's all for this video. I know a lot happened. This video is probably longer than my other ones, but it was just absolutely crazy, one thing after the other. Insane. Insane. But that is all for today. Please make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, because I've seen that a lot of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. So please subscribe. It takes like 2 seconds. But yeah, I'm your girl M, and I'll see you next time. Bye.